Hi everyone, my name is Tammy. I'm the owner of Creative Expression Visual Brand Services LLC. And today we're going to rap a little bit about the benefits of an LLC. So I'm going to be getting started. When my first person comes in, I'll be getting started. This is a very, very important topic. So many various entities that are out there, but the LLC seems to be one of the most popular business entities. And then I'll probably elaborate on my viewpoint and why I think that it is more popular and why maybe so many people tend to flock to an LLC when there's so many other business entities that I'll probably mention at the end of my presentation. So come on in, introduce yourself. Come on in so you can learn the benefits of an LLC, and we're also going to be identifying. Thank you for joining. We're going to be identifying what these initials stand for. We're going to talk about what those initials stand for, because some of you are thinking about getting LLCs and you don't even really know the reason why you're getting one. I mean, you need to know what the benefits of an LLC. You need to know what an LLC is and what it's going to do for you as a business owner before you just jump out and get an LLC, because an LLC may not even be for everybody. So after this presentation is over, you will know whether a LLC should be for you. Just because it's for your girlfriend doesn't mean that it's for you. Okay, so we're gonna get started, and we're gonna look at LLC, and it's no usually you'll see it, like in these two capital L's and a C, and then you can see the little dots there for abbreviation. So LLC is a limited liability company. That's what that stands for. Limited liability company. And I'm going to get into telling you what that is. That means that when you have an LLC, you have limited liability protection. So that means that if someone, because when you get an LLC, you are supposed to open up an account. You're supposed to open up a business account. Okay? And your personal, whatever your business is basically is going to be in the LLC name. Your business is not going to be in your name. It's going to be in the limited liability company. So if you have your house under that, some people they use their companies to buy things. They use their car to buy. You can actually use your name of your business to buy your car. You can use your company name to buy stuff, and it is recommended that you move towards doing that, because when you have a limited liability company, that means that you are protected against frivolous lawsuits. If somebody was to sue your company, they can't sue you because your company is in the limited liability. Your company is in this, okay? So that gives you limited liability protection if somebody was to sue you. Now, if you are a sole proprietor, that means you are the sole owner of that company. So that means that if you get into something, that person will be suing you because your name is in the business. They're going to sue you. There's no limited liability protection for you. Okay, so they can take your assets and things such as that. So depending on the kind of business that you have, you definitely need to have an LLC. It just is no getting around it. And depending on the type of business that you have. If you have a business that you know that can put you in a liability situation, you could be liable for something, you need to have an LLC. It's just no getting around it. Now, I do know, for example, I know someone had a card, like a greeting card business. I don't think that business should have an LLC. You're making, crafting up greeting cards, you know, that should not, that wouldn't be, for me, it wouldn't be recommended to have an LLC, because I don't think you would be liable in that way, because you're drafting up cards. You know, if you're working on somebody's body and you're doing somebody's hair, you working with chemicals and things such as that, you know you're going to need to have an LLC, because something could happen when you're doing somebody's hair, you're perming somebody's hair. Somebody can get, you know, burnt by some of the chemicals. Something could happen. Something could drip on them, or whatever the case is. So you can be liable just like that. And you know, and there's so many people that have LLCs, have sole proprietors, and they have companies and they don't have an LLC behind their business. So if you're doing things that put you in life, you can put, and you got other people working under you, you definitely need to have an LLC, because you don't know what your employees might do. They can make a mistake. So you don't have this, you know, there you go. So that's the reason for having an LLC. That's one of the reasons. I'm just telling you one. Another benefit of having an LLC, I'm not going to be on here long, is that it makes you more, it makes you more marketable, and it gives you credibility. Credibility gives you more, makes you more marketable. And I'm going to tell you why it makes you more marketable. It makes you more marketable, it gives you more credibility. I'm going to say more credibility, because your company, you're recognized as a corporation. When you have an LLC, you're recognized as a corporation, not just you got a business. You know, so you have more respect. You get more respect with an LLC. You know, and people trust you more. You know, you have a more of a, you know, a trust with your audience, because you know you have that behind your name. You know, same way when you go and get your degree and you become a doctor, or your BS or BA, when you have that behind your name, you become more respected in certain industries, because that industry recommends that you have that BS or that master's degree, or whatever the case is. The same thing with your business. So it makes you more, I say it makes you more marketable, because people will want to trust you more. Okay. So, you know, if you're going to do it right. You know what I'm saying? So, So limit, it protects you. It gives you more credibility. Makes you more marketable. And LLC. So those are some of the main benefits of going for LLC. Okay. Like I had said in the beginning, the LLC is not necessarily recommended for every type of business, but if you have a business that doesn't require any much liability, and you know you're not going to be in contact with people, or you know that you're not working with chemicals, you're not working with things that could put you in liability, and like I said, if you're say you do have a company and you work by yourself, there's less liability. If you're bringing on other people, yes, I think you should get an LLC, regardless of what type of business you have, because you got other people working under you, so you just never know what they can do, or make some mistakes, or so keep that in mind. Okay, you want to keep that in mind. So these are the ones that you want to keep in mind for as far as benefits of an LLC. And also, of course, there are other benefits too, but I just went over the main benefits. And I also want to talk to you too that not the LLC, there are other business entities that I just didn't go in to talk about, but I probably will be coming on each week and start to talk to you about the different business entities, the sole proprietor. And also, I wanted to tell you one more last benefit. It gives you a better tax break. That's what I forgot. Better tax break. Okay, you get a better tax break when you have an LLC. So, wouldn't you want to get more money back? How many want to get more money back? I do. So when you get an LLC, you have a better tax break because you're going to be writing off. You can write off more things with an LLC. Because if you have an LLC and you got, especially, and I don't know, I'm not a tax person, but I do know that, and I did my research, that you get a better tax break. If you have the sole proprietor, you're going to be paying more out. No, you're going to pay more if you're sole proprietor. So keep that in mind when you're deciding what kind of business entity that you want. So I just wanted to let you know that I'm the owner of Tammy's. I'm the owner of Creative Expression Visual Brand Services. So we help individuals start companies, and we help them get visual services for their business. Okay, such as web design, social media marketing, video, any types of graphics, in terms of educational online classes that we offer to help educate you to be better as a business owner, entrepreneur. So we have those resources already online, and so LLCs and business entities, we do all of that under our branding services. So if anybody's interested in getting an LLC, now I particularly do LLCs from Pennsylvania because that is where that's where I run my business. I operate my business in PA. So I don't necessarily establish LLCs like outside of that. Not to say that I could not help you in the process of doing that. I can show you where to go. I do the research on your state, and then I would tell you what you need to do to get one. Okay, that's kind of how I would do it. And in terms of you getting that LLC, because I wanted to offer in various other states. So, but I would, if you came to me and you wanted to get an LLC, you didn't know where to go, I would help you take you through the process of getting one from another state. But ideally, I am running a special for Pennsylvania residents. My normal price was actually $5 to establish an LLC, and then I marked it down to $375, and then now I'm running a special for $250, which that does not include your state fee. You have a state fee of $125 if you live in Pennsylvania that you have to send in with your application, with your paperwork. So keep that in mind. But that is like the cheapest that you would get, in terms of, getting an LLC. So I'm running that special till after Christmas. I'm running that special. So if you are from Pennsylvania and you would like to get an LLC, this is the best time to get in for $250. You just not gonna gonna find too many places to give you an LLC for $250. I'm just trying to tell you that. And once you get it, you're going to feel more secure. You're going to feel much, like you said, you have that limited liability protection, for you, your company, and yourself, your family too. So on that note, I'm not sure. Thank you guys for joining. I'm not sure if anybody's saying anything. Can we partner? Partner. Okay, you just send me send me a message in my inbox and send me what partnership idea do you have. I can get, once you inbox me,